Yo, yo, yo. Start the song. Right there in the middle.
Ladies, what do you like to do? Sit back and relax and watch Gurrltalk too.
Hey, hey.
What you like to do? Sit back and relax and watch Gurrltalk.
Okay, welcome to Gurrltalk, y'all. We're going live right now. How y'all feeling? Hey. If you don't have Instagram right now, if somebody want to listen, you know you can always turn it to WBOX 1460 AM. Hey. Hey. Okay. Hey. We're going to run that back. Hey. Stop. Right there. Yo, 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 what up, y'all? Welcome to Gurrltalk. Each and every Sunday, 8 p.m. You already know what it is. Shout out to y'all for being here today. How we feeling out there? Give me some feedback. It's Sunday, work in the morning. How was your weekend today? How was your weekend? Talk to me. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I'm here with a third generation of Johnson right here. Johnson's BBQ. You see it in the back. Let me know. Welcome to Gurrltalk. You already know what it is. Let me know what kind of water you sipping. You feel me? You already know we on the radio. We doing this live. Shout out to y'all. Like I said, how we feeling out there? Happy Easter. Now we can all eat and drink the things that we wasn't drinking and eating. I'm ready to pour me a whole thing of sugar in my coffee right now. Who stays strong? And didn't, who did what they said they wasn't going to do? I did. I didn't eat no sugar. I was very good with that. No white sugar.
Good for you.
You know how that go.
Yeah.
This is Stacia, third generation of Johnson.
Everybody.
How y'all feeling out there? Hi, Riley. Riley says hi.
Hi.
Hey, Amor. How y'all doing out
AJ.
there? For the people listening on the radio, if you get inside by 9 o'clock, you can see us on Instagram Live. Gurrltalk, Gurrl Talk. You already know what it is. We're about to get started. You already know. Shout out to all the business owners out there. Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing. It's Sunday. You already know. Gurrltalk. So, Stacia.
Yes.
First question. Guys, I got new Gurrltalk cards, by the way, too. I got new Gurrltalk cards. Do y'all like my new cards? Okay. Stacia. How has 2020 affected your way of thinking for 2021?
Ooh. How has 2020 affected the way of my thinking for 2021?
Yes, honey.
It affected it a lot, mainly because, hold on, I just want to turn this down some.
Okay, that's fine.
But one thing that I did learn by experience in 2020 is that nothing is promised, and it sounds so cliche, but nothing's promised.
Mm-hmm.
If you have something that you want to do, I think it's best to do it now in the moment. Like there's no other moment but the time that we're living right now, the present moment.
But the present.
That's one thing that I did learn, that if you have something that you need to do it now and enjoy your experiences with people, man, because we lost so many people.
Yes.
Well, I know I did, loved ones in 2020.
Yes, and rest in peace, Paula.
A lot of people. Just counting by hand, it was 6 people in 2020, and even now, 2021, I look through old pictures and it's like, dang, they're not here anymore. So just do things in the moment, enjoy experiences with people, and to also know that you're not in control of everything, and
yes.
God's in control, so
right.
don't go too crazy. But I think that's what really, those are the 3 principles that I definitely learned to kind of like shape my mentality moving forward in 2021.
Okay. Did you have a New Year's resolution?
No, I didn't. And you know, it's so crazy. I never really do have a New Year's resolution.
Okay.
For me, every day is just a new day.
Okay.
And it's like, if you want to get it done, make that a short-term, long-term goal. But I'm not the type of person to, as soon as January 1st hits, to have this whole list of things
that you want
that
to do.
I would like to do, because that's just ongoing. You know, that's how we grow and change, you know, throughout the year. So it's not a set date to have a resolution. I don't do that.
Okay. Who out there had a New Year's resolution? Did anybody have a New Year's resolution? I don't think I did either. I just wanted to start. Like, I didn't want to wait. And some of the things that I said I was going to do, I didn't. Some things I said I am going to do, I'm doing. Right. Some of the things that I didn't even think about doing, I'm doing.
Right, exactly. So that's why it's important to just
do it.
That's it.
Shout out to y'all. Welcome to Girl Talk, WVOX 1460 AM, the hottest DJ in the game. Like, what's goody? Shout out to y'all for listening. Happy Easter. Like I said, I got my girl Stacia on here. Third generation of Johnson's BBQ down in the Boogie Down Bronx. The best food out there. If you want some soul food, you better get to going. Shout out to y'all, Stacia. So tell us about yourself. Who is Stacia Johnson?
Who is Stacia Johnson? First off, your cousin.
Right.
Your favorite cousin. No, but I honestly, when people ask me to like describe myself, I would just say fun. Someone who is, I don't know, like I'm my parents' only child. I have a whole bunch of cousins. I am very close to my family, love my friends. People think I have like some crazy fashion sense, but that's all my mom.
That's all your mom
who tells me what looks good.
Stacia still gets dressed by her mom.
Shut up. But it's my mom. Like, people think it like runs in my family.
Shout out to Stacy, right?
Definitely, Stacy Styles. But yeah, like I'm fun. I'm pleasant to be around for the most part. I feel like I try to wear these different hats and play these different roles of daughter, granddaughter, cousin, friend, you know.
Right.
So I just try to fulfill every role the best way that I know how.
Okay, I like that. Only child. How does it feel being an only child? I never got that.
I love
that privilege.
I know. I love it because I grew up really just being close to my parents.
Okay.
And not saying that people who have siblings aren't close to their parents. Anybody can be close to their parents if they develop that relationship. But I really had no choice but to be close to them.
Right.
So I learned a lot from both of them.
Okay.
On both spectrums. And then from there, you know, they showed me like my cousins on this side, my cousins on that side. So I always had cousins, never ever lonely. Right. But just able to, and even my grandparents, my uncle, just being able to be close to the adults around me, like, and learning from them, really. So that was a great.
That's why you act so old.
Yeah, I do have an old soul because of that.
Okay, but ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to y'all to listening right now. You already know what it is. Girl Talk. Tune in. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, at the bottom there's a question arrow. Or you can also call in at 914-636-0110. You already know what it is. We got Johnson's BBQ. Johnson's mustard sauce right here. Do you see it? Do you see this pretty bottle my cousin put together? Shout out to y'all for listening right now. How was your Easter though? How was Easter for you today?
Easter was kind of busy, honestly, trying to prepare for this and working and just running around. But I always do love, going on Instagram and seeing, you know, people's kids get dressed up for Easter.
It's cute.
Yeah, that's like really the highlight. Like, I love seeing kids get dressed up for Easter and you know, taking pictures and all that. But Easter was quiet.
Easter was quiet.
It was quiet.
I see I Glamorous for a week special. I guess she was commenting on being the only child.
Yes.
You got an only child out there. You got an only child out there.
We are the best.
Wait, somebody asked, dang, they asked the questions already. They asked, do y'all deliver because they hungry?
Yes, we do. Well, honestly, right now it depends on where you are because our only delivery service is Grubhub. So if you're in the vicinity,
you gotta be a certain area.
The Bronx, you could, go through Grubhub. If not, you just have to go to Johnson's. And
it's well worth it.
Of course.
It's worth it.
Of course. Yes.
If you never had it, it's very worth it. Shout out to my PR right here. She's trying to whisper to me, but I don't know what she's saying.
Get into it.
What's the address? What's the address?
So Johnson's BBQ is located on 790 East 163rd Street, in Bronx, between Tinton and Union Avenue.
Right. So, we're gonna repeat it. Repeat it. We're gonna put it in your head. Right.
163rd Street. In the Bronx. It's actually 10 minutes away from the Yankee Stadium. So that's always the trademark that I tell people who are unfamiliar with the Bronx.
Okay.
Yes. The West Side.
He said you have a website.
Yeah.
So we have people talking in our ears. We have people talking on the side. Like
the website is Johnson's JOHNSONS BBQ BX.com.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, you could follow us. I'm gonna repeat all the information.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. You
That's what I'm saying.
That.
Like I have.
It's all good. This is freestyle. This is a combo. We talking to the people.
Okay.
We chilling. It's girl talk. You already know what it is. You know what's so funny to me about holidays? They just don't feel the same no more. Like Easter, I feel like I forgot it was Easter a little bit.
Right.
I was busy. Shout out to the pop-up shop I was at today. Shout out to all the ladies that was there. I had a wonderful time. This was actually my first pop-up shop. Shout out to Afronique Butters, Lennox Liquids, iGlam, Milk and Cookies, Gina's Jewelry. It was a really nice event. It was nice to see a whole bunch of black women come together, support each other. I'm buying their stuff, they buying my stuff. I'm like, God, I ain't even gonna make no money in here. I keep spending it, but it was so nice. It was a really nice event. Look us up. If you want to buy some Girl Talk merch, let me know. DM me. I got my Facebook page. Everything is up, so just let me know. Shout out to y'all for listening right now. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, write it down in the question box. We're going to get into color a little bit. Just a little something. I think my cousin's beautiful, right? But the other day, I was somewhere, and my friend, she was like, oh, she's so, not you, but she was talking about somebody, and she was like, oh, she's so cute for a dark-skinned girl. Okay. And I was like, people are still saying that. Like, I feel like we've come so far, and people are still saying, like, a dark-skinned girl. Like, I think that's the weirdest thing. Has that ever happened to you? Like, has anybody ever said, like, oh, you're so pretty for a dark-skinned girl?
Yeah, but you know what? Like, the narrative wasn't always that.
Okay.
Like, I know a lot of, this conversation of colorism and everything comes up a lot amongst me and my friends. But for me growing up, like, I only had, like, 2 or 3 experiences when it was, like, you're dark. Like, and it didn't faze me too much. But it was always like, you're a beautiful girl or you're a pretty girl or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I hear guys say it to other girls. And I think it's ignorant, but it's the world that we live in. And I think that when you're born a dark-skinned girl, like, that's just the tough, thick skin that you have to develop because this is the society that we're living in.
Right.
You're gonna get it, So
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't faze me, but I definitely heard it before.
Like I'll beat you.
Like, no, not at all. Like, and I even had people like say it, but not mean it. Like the intention wasn't like that. Yeah, I had people like walk past me like, "Oh, you're beautiful. Look how dark you are." Like, but I didn't take it as like, I didn't take it like that. But that's just some people's first thought. But,
like how dark am I?
Right, but it's like you learn to love yourself and love the skin that you're in, and then nothing else phases you.
Right. So. DJTG2 said, BBQ is delicious, and I highly recommend anything they put on my plate.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out to you. This is the daughter, granddaughter right here, third generation.
Yes.
Thank y'all for listening to Girl Talk right now. Let's play a little game. It's called This or That.
Oh, gosh.
Skirt or shorts? It's easy.
Shorts.
Skirt or shorts?
Shorts.
Family time or friend time?
Family time.
Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Why Thanksgiving?
Because I think Christmas is overrated. Like, Christmas is, you have to buy the gifts.
Who thinks Christmas is overrated?
I just like Thanksgiving because you go, you gather, you eat, and everybody puts on nice clothes. Like, Christmas is like, what are you coming in the house with for me? So I think that is like a...
Says the only child who gets all the gifts. Now it's time for her to start buying gifts. She don't like Christmas.
I mean...
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram. But Facebook, I've been making more money on Facebook, so I may have to change that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it the Facebook, the store they have on there?
Honestly, it hasn't been the store because I didn't get too much into that. I think it's the demographic on Facebook right now that I have that caters to Johnson's Barbecue.
Okay.
It's older people.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody says shorts. I hate when the thick thighs be rubbing together. But short skirts, they still rub. You gotta walk like this.
I like shorts because I like my legs in shorts.
Okay, legs. Lounge or club?
Club.
That's that 20-year-old stuff. Because that's 30-year-olds do not want to go to a club no more. If you like a club, raise your hand. If you like a lounge, put a thumb up.
A club. You know what it is though? Because we haven't done the club thing in a year.
I think everybody's scared to do a club right now.
But that's the most fun to me.
I don't want nobody breathing on me right now.
I only want to spend like an hour in the club. That's it. It's fun though.
An hour?
That's it.
That means you gotta go at like 1 and leave at... No, New York is very different right now.
Right.
New York, so the other day I tried to go out and I got to the place like 10:30 and they was not letting people in no more. I'm like, what? It's only 10:30. Yeah, man, we close at 11. I'm like,
go to Houston.
I'm like Houston and Atlanta.
In Atlanta,
I'm like, can I please get in? We got a lot of lounges out here. Yeah, the club thing is for the 20-year-olds. You know what I mean?
I'm not 20 though.
You're old. You're not 30.
I know, but. Okay.
She in her late 20s. Sorry. Excuse me. La la la. Fart or burp?
Burp, I guess.
Are people still scared to
oh my God,
fart in front of their partners? Like, is that something that you still have to wait for? I personally think that is nasty.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
But even burping in front of somebody.
But burping sometimes you can't help it.
I know, but
like if you drink ginger ale. Oh yeah.
And that's nasty.
That's what. Yeah, that's true too. But a fart.
That's nasty too.
I'm dealing with somebody right now that does that all the time. Ugh, I'm learning to deal with it. It's like you gotta take the good with the bad. She laughing. Yogurt or Jello?
Jello.
Do anybody still make Jello anymore? You remember we used to make Jello, put it in the refrigerator? I'm done.
That's who did it, right?
No.
Wasn't he the Jello man?
He was a Jello man, but I didn't. I thought he was pudding.
What was Bill Cosby?
Jello puddings. Oh, what was Bill Cosby? Right.
He said Jello pudding, right?
Yeah. Jello pudding. We got my man Jay in the back. What up? So we here, Girl Talk. You already know what it is. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, write it down in the question box, and we'll get to it at the end. I just made some for my baby. What, you made some Jello for your baby? That's why he was mad. But shout out to y'all for listening. I appreciate it. Every Sunday, 8 p.m., you already know what it is. WVOX, 1460 AM, the voice of the people. The voice of Shy Money is here. So Johnson's.
Yes.
Barbecue, black-owned business.
Yes.
It's been around since 1954, yep. Right? Mm-hmm. So can you give us how did that come along? Like, how did Johnson start? What's the background of your grandfather starting his business.
Yeah.
Back in the day when things were way different.
Right. So, like you said, started in 1954.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, my grandparents
Yes.
had 4 locations for Johnson's Barbecue.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
4 locations.
Okay.
And I really don't know. I don't want to say like the wrong thing, but I know that the courthouse on 161st Street actually had brought him out, I think, for about 2 of the locations. I don't know what happened to the 3rd one.
Okay.
But the last one is the one that we have now.
Okay.
That's still owned and operated by my dad,
Yes,
Dwayne
okay.
Johnson. So yeah, it was just not the Rock. But it was really like what we're doing now, an idea. You know,
Okay.
everybody has the seed that's planted, and he just went with it, and had the help from my grandmother.
Okay.
My grandmother was really the person who let my dad tell it, like the one who was working in
It's
there.
always the female.
Yeah, like
it's always the
the
female.
rib. His rib was the person who really made his vision come to life and sustained it for so long. And she taught my dad literally everything about Johnson's Barbecue. So fast forward, my grandfather handed the business down to my dad. I think probably in the 80s.
Okay, so he had it for a minute now.
Yeah, he did. So in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, my dad has been the owner and operator of it, and he's been very consistent
Okay.
with it. So, and that's one thing that I always say to him that I appreciate, because his consistency is crazy. Like, he does not miss a day. You know, people leave the Bronx and come back like 30 years later, and the sauce is the same, the ribs are the same. Like, he's a very consistent person. So that's one thing that I always say to him is dope. But yeah, and from there, like, he showed me the game, and I just.
He's showing you the game, because you still. He showed
me probably when I was about 19.
Wow.
I started working in there and learned how to cook and everything, what to do, and then he just told me, like, you know, if you want to open another avenue to, you know, expand Johnson's, you got to bottle up the sauce. Like,
wow.
So, yeah, so I was just like, bottle up the sauce? Like, he was like, Stacia, bottle the sauce and start selling.
So he gave you a task.
It wasn't even a task. It was just an idea.
Okay.
And it was something that he said that he never had the time to do.
Okay.
He never, you know, he always wanted it done, but just couldn't do it. So I guess you could say.
Because honestly, running a business, sometimes you need a little help. Like, you know, like,
but
not saying I can't do it, but
it was on the table. It was on the table, and I took on the opportunity.
Okay.
And then
you killed it.
You think I killed it?
And you killed it. And you killed it. So that's good. Yo, shout out to you. How does it feel working with your dad? I feel like a lot of people, you know, they don't get to work with their parents in that kind of atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Either y'all both the employees, like, you know what I mean? You're not the boss or anything like that. So for you to work with your dad, and he's the boss, like, he is the owner, he's not renting, he's owning, this is mine. How does that feel?
I definitely had to see him in a different light.
Okay.
He didn't wear the dad hat anymore. He wore the
I'm your boss.
I'm your boss. I'm your suit. Do you like my Easter plates and napkins I got for you?
Guys, I just want you time out, not to cut you off. I just want to show y'all. Ooh, we got some ribs, some chicken, some greens, some yams, some macaroni and cheese.
Put this sauce on, Chinese.
Hold on, I turned the volume up too, by the way.
But really, my dad. Can you open this for me, please?
Yes.
My dad. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So when I first started working with him, I was about 19, and it wasn't weird, but you know, like, I always knew him as being my dad all my life. And then when we got to the Bronx, it was just like, do this, and this. Like, he didn't take it easy on me at all.
That's good.
So I really had to prove myself, and that's one thing that I think a lot of people think, like, when they hear family business or something being passed down to you, it's like, oh, you got it easy. Like, you have... No. It's the total opposite.
Right. Because that's how you keep it going, though. Because if you wasn't on your job, then things would just slip. So I feel like that's the best way to be. My friend told me the other day she had to fire her sister.
Really?
She's trying to start a new business.
Mm-hmm.
She gave her sister a task, and her sister constantly just failed the task, and she had to fire her. Mm-hmm. And she said her mother called her like, "Yo, you really fired your sister?" And she's like, "Yes."
And that's
like,
the
I'm
thing,
serious about my business.
And I feel like right now, like, I'm not, fully owned or whatever, but it's like if I'm putting my face on Johnson's Barbecue, like, I'm, this is what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So everything that goes on the internet about Johnson's, anything, like, if we're putting it out, like, it has to be right.
Yes.
So I feel the same way, and I'm not even the boss of Johnson's.
Right. So you know that you have to work hard to keep this thing open.
Of course.
That's the only way it stayed open for so many years.
Yeah, this is legacy. This is it's bigger than just like I'm doing this project right now. Like, this is a lifelong, like, if you're doing this, you are committing yourself to this work. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't do it, you are finding someone who you trust enough to help you run this business.
Okay.
So yeah,
I like that.
It's not like
you're focused. She's focused and I love it. You know what I mean? Because some people, it takes them a while to find it, or, somebody might give you something and you like take it for granted, but it seems like you understand that it takes consistency. It takes, you got to be there. Discipline. Yeah. For any business, though. That's just not for Johnson's Barbecue.
Right.
That's just
any business.
For Gurrltalk. I got to stay consistent. I got to stay posting. I got to stay relevant. I got to stay,
And you always have to hold yourself accountable.
I got to hold myself accountable.
All the time. Yeah.
All the time. It's me. It's on me. This is my show. This is what I got to do. I got to make sure they're here. I got to make sure the bill is paid. I got to make sure so... There's like no excuses. Like, we got to do this, y'all. I would love to pass down Gurrltalk to my great-great-granddaughter. Like, you know what I mean? Your grandmother started this, and like, oh, well, she ain't doing the right job. Tell her to get to step, and I got a cousin. Like, but shout out to y'all for listening to Gurrltalk right now. WVOX 1460 AM, the voice of the people. If you know somebody that want to tune in but don't have an Instagram, turn on that radio. Shaw Money's on the radio. So we got these ribs, we got these chickens. I'm going to eat it, but I'm going to wait till the end of the show because I don't want to be licking and sucking on my fingers. And we also got some tea. They got tea there. They got lemonade.
And oh my God, we didn't get a chance to bring the Stacy cake, but that's our dessert at
the
Johnson's Barbecue.
Cake, the strawberry banana.
Complimentaries from my mom.
Yes.
Who makes the cake.
Yes. So you got two parents that's just doing their thing.
I'm their boss. I'm their boss.
Okay.
And, no, I'm kidding. It's really a collaborative effort. A family business.
Yes.
So my mom does the cakes, Stacy Cakes. We have the blackout German chocolate cake and then the strawberry banana.
That's my favorite
pudding cake.
And it's only my favorite because I don't eat chocolate. So I'm not.
I'm
biased because I don't eat chocolate.
Right. Both are really good.
Both are really, really good.
My dad cooks all the food.
Right.
I make the sauce.
Stacia makes the sauce.
And the drinks, lemonade, and everything is Johnson's Barbecue products that's sold in the restaurant. And
this mustard sauce. You don't really get mustard sauce. Like mustard sauce, you have honey mustard sauce. But mustard sauce.
And that's what I tell people all the time. Like, it's not honey mustard. It's a mustard sauce.
Right.
So it's different.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they got to try it.
Of course.
Right. Have you ever had a mustard sauce? Have you ever put mustard on your chicken or on your ribs and ate the sauce like it's pretty good. I can make a commercial for anybody. I can sell you. I can sell ice to an ice tray. Shut up. But shout out to y'all for listening. Like I said, if y'all wanna Stacia, you also on Instagram, right? Johnson's BBQ is also on Instagram, but go past, tell them that you know Shy, tell them Stacia's your cousin too. He going, what? So
that's funny.
Dwayne is very cool. It's a very welcoming place, and that's another thing. To keep businesses open too, you also got to be personable. Yeah, you gotta know the people. I think sometimes what. Let me not be. That's my next question. So I'm gonna wait. I be talking. So when I go, what's something that you must get? Like, what's the number one thing on the menu right now? Like, if somebody goes right now, what should they order? Everything?
Well, that's a good question because that lets me explain, like, we do our specialty is ribs and chicken.
Okay.
And that's one thing that people always say to me, well, you need more stuff on the menu. You need to do... And I hear you, but that's what we do. Mm-hmm. And if it's been doing well for 67 years, you think we're going to, like, not do it? Like, so I can't, like, when you go there, the only thing to get is ribs and chicken.
Right. And the sides.
The sides, macaroni and cheese, candy yams, collard greens, white rice, black eyed peas. Yeah. So.
And sauce.
And sauce.
And cake.
And cake. Mm-hmm. And lemonade and iced tea. And that's
what we do. That's what I do. That's, you know, I had a conversation about that with somebody else. I was like, I stay in my lane. I know what I know how to do. Right. And I'm going to kill it. Things that I may not be as good with or things I can do. Not that I don't try to learn it, but I stay in my lane. So sometimes I feel like people always have an opinion on what you should do, what you should eat, what you should put in your shop. How about you get your own shop and you do that too? Like, how about you get your own show and talk about what you want to talk about?
You know what it is. Like, I think that people get so excited about other people's projects.
Stacia is so nice that she wants to say the word excited. Okay.
No, but that's what it is. They get so excited about what you have going on that they get their own ideas about what you should do.
Right.
And it's like, I hear you, but like you said, if this is working for me, why change? Like, you know, like if it's not, what's that saying? If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Right, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
I'm not about to start putting pig's feet in there, and I don't really know how to do it. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. We used to have pig feet, but it's like, you have to look at the numbers. Like, what are people...
What's selling?
Like, as times move forward, what are people eating the most? You know what I'm saying? Like, people like pork ribs. Yes. And people love fried chicken.
Everybody loves fried chicken.
Thank you. So...
Look, everybody love fried chicken. I don't want to eat it on the thing because it's going to be me smacking in your ears. And for y'all, whoever's listening on the radio, I know you hear me talking about food. There's a plate of food in front of my face right now. Johnson's BBQ is here in the building. If you want to call in, if you have something to ask about it, 914-636-0110. One day I will learn that number by heart, but it ain't today. WVOX 1460, the voice of the people. You already know what it is. I'm here with Stacia, the third generation of Johnson. She's here representing. She's here doing her thing. Y'all already know. That's how I feel when I make potato salad. Everybody trying to make me switch up my recipe. Auntie, don't switch up your recipe. You do your thing. That's how you make your potato salad. And they want some other potato salad, tell them go somewhere else. Because that's not how you make yours.
We have potato salad too.
Oh, yeah,
on the weekends.
Yeah, have potato salad on the weekends.
Reminded me, yeah.
And y'all also do y'all cater. Right?
Yes, we cater.
They cater. I see that sometimes when you cater, you do fish also.
Yes, so that's my mom. My mom and I do the catering business, which is another side, another branch of Johnson's.
Yes.
But we do baby showers and parties, whatever you need.
And my family makes the best fish. We are like fish people.
Yes.
Fish and grits, fish and eggs, fish and
shrimp,
fish and
fried shrimp,
fish by itself, fish and bread, fish and wheat bread. Fish in the morning, fish at night.
Fish before the family reunion, the fish fry.
Fish. We are fish people, so trust and believe our fish is very good. Tasty.
That's a fact.
Shout out to y'all for listening. Welcome to Gurrltalk. Remember, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm so happy to have y'all here right now. I think the NCAA championship game is going on. Arizona versus Stanford. Shout out to those ladies. I always wanted to be a basketball player until I realized that I couldn't go pro. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all doing y'all thing. Shout out to all the black women in the room, in the building, everywhere worldwide that's doing our thing. Ladies, we gotta learn all the black people, but I love my black women, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We gotta learn to stick together and let's just keep building each other up and pulling each other up, and by the time our grandkids here, we're gonna be running this thing. You already know what it is. So come on, next question. So when people find out what you do, like when you tell them, like I work with my dad owns a restaurant, like what are their first question, or what are the things that they say? Do you have something like that? Like, oh yeah, my dad owns a restaurant. Like, what? Did he own it or did he rent it? Like,
Oh, the first question is like, so can you cook? Like, that's the first question.
Oh, okay.
And
the
then,
little boys.
Yeah, and then it's followed by like, oh, what kind of food and
okay,
you know, things like that. But you know, I go into the spiel of what I do for Johnson's, and then that's how I sell the sauce. It's like, oh, I make sauce, and then
right.
Like, what kind of sauce? So it's really like, do you cook? That's really the first question.
Do you cook? And do you cook?
I cook.
Okay. Okay, eggs and hot water. Eggs and hot water. I get it. Oh, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Stacia for being here today. I'm just playing with her. She cook, y'all. She get it popping in the kitchen. She's single, ready to mingle with anybody out there. This is my little cousin. She's cute. She's beautiful. Come from a good background. You know what I mean? I'm playing, but she ain't say no, did she? But shout out to y'all for listening. We just up here having a good time. Gregman wants to come in.
Hey,
we have a viewer that wants to call in right now. We're gonna let him come in. Come in, cousin.
What happened, G-Man?
Pull it up. Yeah, forget it. Scroll it up right there.
I have a question for Stacia. I can see that from here.
Can you call in?
G-Man, call in.
Just put that down. It's fine. Just put it down. Call in at 914-636-0110. 914-636-0110. Call in the radio station. We real live.
It again.
We real. Just press view request. Yeah, right there. Press go live.
This is my family, G-Man. He in LA.
It's our family.
Well, our family, yeah.
I don't know if we're waiting for news to come on, but y'all, shout out to y'all for watching Girl Talk right now. We're here with the third generation of Johnson's BBQ down in the Bronx. Go check them out. They on Facebook, Instagram. They have a website. This is Stacia. We have Bregman trying to come in right now. I don't really know what's happening. It says waiting for him. He said he's here, but it's not on. Oh, the number 914-636-0110. If anybody have any questions, you got some questions at the bottom of the there's a little question box, and we'll get to your questions later. But I don't know what's happening right now with that, so we're going to keep it moving. Has COVID affected the business? Did COVID affect the business? I know things are starting to open up right now.
It affected the business in a good way, in a positive way.
Okay.
It was actually, it changed like the trajectory of what we were doing before.
Okay.
And it allowed us to come together more, I feel like, as a family. And
okay. Okay.
Okay. But it allowed us to come together and really put our heads together to see like, okay, what can we put in here that people, you know, will buy. So that's when
I'm listening. I'm trying to see, can I make the viewers come in?
Takeout. It's a takeout restaurant. So the reason why it helped us a lot is because for takeout, sorry.
We have management. Hey, cousin, welcome.
What's up? I can't see y'all.
Oh, open your eyes, cousin. You see us?
Hey!
Cheers.
Cheers, G-Man.
What's up?
What's up? Where's Letty?
Letty.
How was it out there?
I'm on Gurrltalk. Letty. Come on down.
What's your question?
Hey, we on Gurrltalk.
Congratulations.
Yes. We got the Johnson's barbecue, the Johnson's mustard sauce right here all the way up in LA.
Oh,
I love it.
So we also ship. We also ship
of course, yeah.
Oh, we ship. Yeah, we ship. Cash out.
I ship G-Man like 6 bottles.
6 bottles.
That's how good it is, y'all. That's how good it is.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you for coming on Girl Talk, man.
So the COVID helped the trajectory?
So the COVID, that's what I was saying. COVID helped us a lot because first off, we were takeout.
Okay.
And for New York, takeout restaurants could remain open.
Right.
We weren't affected by closing for the pandemic. And on top of that, we started selling more products as far as the sauce and the drinks and the cake. So, you know, and I started posting more on social media. Like, social media is like a hell of a marketing strategy.
Okay.
And y'all do Postmates and Grubhub and all that?
Grubhub, and then we got Grubhub on board during the pandemic.
Nice.
So it honestly, it gave us a whole new clientele from just being, just posting and people wanted to buy food.
Okay.
During
So you got new clients now.
Yeah. So it helps us.
Nice. How you feel about the sauce? When do you put your sauce on?
Me, so far I put it on my lamb chops. Yeah, so you know, I don't eat too much red meat, but when I do, I eat lamb. Okay. And we put it on the lamb and stuff like that. So that's what we save it for.
Okay. So
and I put it on my veggie burger.
Okay.
My veggie burger. I put it on the vegan burger.
Okay.
And so that's basically what we use it for around here.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's good sauce. We love it over here in LA.
Hey,
thank you, Gina.
Worldwide. It's statewide now. It's going international soon.
Right. Hey, you already know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one when I travel.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
We're looking at the next generation of the Johnson barbecue sitting in front of us.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we need all that. We need all that support for the black business, the black family business, the family business, the black family business.
Yeah.
You know, the recipe's been passed down from generation to generation.
Yes.
And I love y'all.
I love you too.
Thank you.
Right now.
Thank you for calling in, man.
Yes.
Y'all, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Gurrltalk. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to everybody that want to call in. Here, just hang up and it'll go off.
All right.
Shout out to y'all. Greg, man, you got to just exit out. But we appreciate y'all being on here. We appreciate y'all listening. If y'all want to call in, if you have anything to say, we are here. We are here. In our community, dramatic. In our community, it's not every day that a business is passed down to you, like, or a business that you can help that your grandfather started. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, like, I think they're like, for me, Shanice, you're like the only person I know.
Really?
You're the only black person that I know that has, like, their grandfather had a business or something like that. The other day I was talking to my friend and she was like how her coworker, they make the same amount of money and he has like a 6-bedroom house.
Wow.
3 bathrooms. And she's like, how did you get this? Like, he was like, yeah, I just renovated it. And she's like, but how did you get a 6-bedroom house? And he's like, my grandfather sold it to me for $2.
Wow.
And I'm like, dang, like, you know what I mean? Like, that, not to hate, but that's nice. Like, you can't even hate on it because that's a beautiful thing to have something passed down to you. So for you to actually have something that could be passed down or something that you could work with for the rest of your life, that's definitely an advantage that most people don't have. So from what you've been seeing and hearing, is there any advice that you can give other small businesses, or I don't even like to say small businesses that's growing, that's becoming one, and do you have any advice that you can give them from what your father have told you or from what you have seen with your grandfather?
Any advice? One thing that I did learn that I realized with working with my dad, which I had stated before, was the consistency. I feel like we see so many people, especially today, with an idea and they have the seed planted, they actually like develop it and have an Instagram page and sell their products, but then it's like, it's up, then for some reason after a few months or weeks, whatever, you kind of don't hear about it too much.
Right.
So that's one thing that I did learn. It's like the consistency, is
really the thing.
And that's the thing about entrepreneurship. People don't know, like, it's a downside to it at times because it's not always what we expect. Like, we put out so much and then 1 week, like, we'll get all the gains that we expected,
Right.
and then the next week it's just like, damn, this is not what I expected.
Right.
You know, I didn't expect to make this much when,
Right.
you know, so
no doubt.
It could really, like, not kill somebody's spirit, but it could really make somebody say, like, I'm gonna go back to my job where my check is being replenished, and that's, you know, that's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's why I always say, like, entrepreneurship is something that people dibble and dabble with, but if you're really gonna do it,
you gotta
like,
stick with it.
Really do it, like, and that's like my main piece of advice. Like, be consistent, because what you're going, whatever seed you have planted in your head, and you, like, make that happen, it's going to work, because there's a reason why the seed was planted in your mind, you know. So it's gonna work, and we just don't know when it's gonna work. We don't know when it's gonna
you guys just have patience. The virtue of patience.
Right. So
so
you could add that as being a piece of advice: consistency and patience. Like, that's what you need.
Definitely patience. Even with my plant, I have a plant, right?
So
and it was growing, and then it died. The plant died, and then like last month, it was here, like, you know, it started growing again. I'm like, wow, my plant is growing. Like, you know what I mean? Just because something happens on Gurrltalk, sometimes I might only have 2 viewers.
Right.
And I'm like, dang, I was gonna have so, you know, I was talking good today, and only 2 people was listening. But then today I have 20 people. Then you have 30 people. Sometimes you have 5 people. But at the end of the day, it's just about consistency. Just keep going, keep going. No matter what nobody gotta say, no matter what, you know, you could take constructive criticism, you know, but at the end of the day, it's your baby. When you're working on something, it's your baby. And, you know, you don't let people tell you how to, I mean, besides your grandmother or something, like, you don't let nobody tell you how to raise your baby.
Right.
So it's like, do what you have to do. And every day is not going to be the greatest day, but as long as you're working on yourself and you still building little steps, you don't have to be wide steps all the time. You know, you're doing what you're doing right now. I'm not going to lie. In less than a year, I have been consistent. I've been trying. I wake up 7 o'clock in the morning. I start writing my questions today at 7:30 in the morning.
You called me.
I called Station. I need to look at your background because I had a pop-up shop to do.
Right.
I had a pop-up shop to do, and I had to get ready for that. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do it by myself. I had help. People that I know believed in me. People that I know that would help me for this event, because I'm not a decorator.
Right.
I need the help. Selena
cousin came. You know what it is though, too? What? You know what your strengths are.
I know what my strengths
are. And that's another thing that we have to always be like aware of, that, like, okay, I'm good at this, but my mom's good at this. Yeah. My cousin's good at this. And that's how it becomes like a collaborative effort. Right. And you create a team. Yeah. So that's something else.
It's a team. It's not work, because, you know, we working together, because once one of us pop off, we all going. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all out. So that's how I feel. Like I tell my friends all the time, start your businesses, do what you have to do, because if it's 30 of us working on a goal to get somewhere and be billionaires and live in these nice houses and be healthy, be cute, and do what we want, and have stylists, and have, you know, 10 refrigerators, and have all these shoes,
and a private chef, that's what
right? Right? I want to clean up nothing.
I just have a private chef.
But as long as, you know, if all of us are trying, somebody's going to take off. And once you take off, we all going. But if you're not ready, that's not my fault. Right. If you was doing something and you quit, that's not my fault. Right. I don't want nobody to say, oh, Shanice, you changed. No. I told you on Gurrltalk on Easter 2021. Right. I told you, once I go, I'm going. But you know, sometimes, you know, in the Black community, we all want to help. You know, the people that do, you want to help each other. But you got to be mindful of people pulling you back down. You know, and sometimes you think like, oh, I'm going to help. But you got to watch where you moving. Yesterday, I had a business meeting. These girls took us, not these girls, but
too much on the air.
No, I had a business meeting. We had a great talk. And at the end of this talk, I was just like, you know what? I'm happy I came, because before I came, I said, I might not be able to help them, because I need to start working with people also that could bring me somewhere instead of me pulling everybody up. Not like that, but
and that's what I learned too. Like some relationships are based on, and that's what it's all about, relationships. But you have to know, like, some relationships are like, this is based off the love, and then others are simply transactional, and that's okay.
Yes.
But as long as we know which are which.
Yes.
So
K-Bay says celebrate even the smallest accomplishments because it's still an accomplishment and will feed your energy to keep it going, and that's a fact.
that's true, K-Bay.
That's true, K-Bay. K-Bay, feeling it. I agree. Consistency is priority in entrepreneurship. Yes, like we just gotta do our thing, y'all. Like I don't want to preach or nothing like that because it's still.
No, but you know, sometimes you have to say certain things, like drop gems.
Right.
Know?
Right, and that's it. And sometimes I still need help though. Like, you know, I'm saying all of this, but then like, you know, I need a little encouragement.
Right.
Like, oh,
you're human.
I'm human. Like, you know, and I realize that sometimes.
We all are,
So, you know, all of us, let's all like congratulate each other. Let's all pick each other up. Let's all make sure we stay on top. That's just like this. I was supposed to send the radio station a picture of me, a little overall statement of what I do, a bio, and I didn't do it. And I came today and I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't do it. So, you know, everybody makes mistakes. Some people can be forgetful. But when I leave today, I need somebody to text me tomorrow and say, Shanice, did you do what you were supposed to do? Because everybody got to get checked sometimes. I'm only human. I'm doing 10 things. And plus, when you have a 9 to 5.
They hold you accountable.
Right, hold me accountable. Sometimes when you have a 9 to 5, it's just kind of.
It's hard.
It can get hard. So you're also in school.
Yes.
So is it hard for you to juggle school and working and doing all this stuff?
It is, because I am someone who is easily distracted.
Okay.
And being that the libraries are still closed,
okay.
It made me have to get work done at home in my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a struggle, having to, like, opposed to if I was to go to the library or somewhere quiet, like I could just like lock in. But now if you're in your comfort zone, it's harder to get work done.
Yes.
But it's so eeasy to go to the kitchen and get something to eat.
Yes, it's so easy to chill.
Right. So yeah, it's a struggle.
It's so easy to scroll.
Right, exactly.
So because dang, the time is going by. I didn't even
say.
Let me tell y'all, before we went on here, Sasha was so nervous. I can't breathe. I got a moonwalk. I got the guts. But like, shit, stop talking sex. So we just up here chilling. Thank y'all for listening to Gurrltalk. You already know what it is. For anyone listening today, Sasha, what message would you like for them to get from this show today?
There's a few messages, but by myself. No. But the first thing for all the young entrepreneurs and hustlers and whatever, like, we live in a time that they tell us that we have to get money and get money and get money.
Mm-hmm.
But it pays to be a good person. And it sounds so cliche. Mm-hmm. It sounds so, oh yes, and then you can eat now. But it sounds so cliche. But I want people to know, like, you have to help people along your journey. You have to be a good person and you have to grow as a person. Like, it's not all about this. It's not all about this. Like, it's not all about the money, nothing. Like, you have to serve. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing me and my dad talk about all the time. Like, I'm always like, change the price of this and do this. And but he's like, Station, like, I'm a servant leader. Like, I lead people by serving them. And that's what we're doing here. It's not about the money. So my thing is, money is really good. Money is important, but don't let what's going on in society.
Don't let money make your mind go crazy.
Not only that, but just like make sure your main focus is growing and being a good person and being solid, and then all of that will come. Like, whatever good you put out is going to come back to you.
Yes.
So don't ever be like sneaky and underhanded and like that. You can't do it. I don't like when people do it to me because I don't do it to people. But it's life, and you live and you learn. But people who are taking notes and want to learn something, like, it's all about in here first, and then all of this comes later. Like, all of that comes later. But work on this, and that's it. That's it. I don't have no other.
Who they are, believe them.
Yeah, of course. But I don't have no get rich quick scheme, no nothing.
Right.
We
don't get no get rich quick scheme, but we're gonna get rich.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
how quick, but we gonna get
We
rich.
I'm telling you this.
We already rich.
Things just we rich in our brains, you know. But I want to live on California Road. I'm saying this right now. By next year,
universe.
I want a house on California Road. I tell my girl this all the time. When we was in high school and we used to walk home from school, we used to see all these nice houses and these gates, and you can't even see in the house. You gotta look through the bush like, oh my God, they got a big old patio. You know what I mean? And then you just slowly walk back. I don't want to say the hood. I'm not from the hood, but you slowly walk back to the hood. Compared to there, that's the hood.
Right.
So next year, this time, y'all,
talk heavy.
I'm gonna have a house party on California Road at my house, and I'm gonna be healthy and happy. Stacia gonna be there. We're gonna have the ribs there with the sauce. I'm gonna be throwing sauce on you like I told y'all. Sauce this up. Oh, you thought I was throwing dollars? No, I ain't that rich. I'm throwing sauce. I'm saucing it up. So we're gonna put that in the atmosphere. Yeah. Everybody, I want everybody right now, whatever you want done by 2020, by 2022, right? Or sooner. Write it down right now. Everybody write down their goals, whatever they want done, whatever they want. You want a house, you want a car. I want a G-Wagon too. If you want your G-Wagon, write it down. I don't want the J-Wagon. I want the G-Wagon. I love the J-Wagon, but I thought it was the G-Wagon. Oh, God. So write down what your affirmations, say it loud, say it proud. And don't be ashamed of what you want. Just because somebody else might not want it doesn't mean you can't. Like, sometimes it's the simple things in life. This is true. So some people, California Road might be simple to people that's living there, but to me, I'm on California Road. I don't gotta go nowhere else, right? In my eyes, I'm on California Road. But y'all, we coming to a close.
Yes. Can I just say?
You can say whatever you want.
To get the sauce,
yes,
you could go on our website, Johnson's JOHNSONS bbqbx.com to put in your order. You can also follow us on Instagram at Johnson's BBQ or like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Johnson's BBQ 1954. Yes. And also my personal Instagram is
don't you just
Instagram? I said that. Okay. August 1st, we do a community give back. Yes. That's the first Sunday of every August. We weren't able to have it last year because of the pandemic, but yes. Yeah, like Shanice is gonna talk about that.
We K-Bay, you can still ask your questions just on the radio. We're going off, but for live right now, ladies, we don't have to turn it off. So if you have any questions for Stacia, this is your time. Yeah, we're still live. It's just the radio. Yeah, so any questions? Only got an hour on the radio. Shout out to y'all, anybody that was listening to it on the radio. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Stay tuned for next week. Honestly, I might not be on, but I love y'all. I love y'all. But we still on live. K-Babe, what is your question? If we could do it. What is your question? We just not on here no more.
Nice. Good job. Great job.
Shout out to Stacia for coming on the show. I appreciate it. This is my little cousin buzzing. I raced her halfway. Oh, gosh. My sister. Check out the question. Check out the questions. Then you should have. There's no question in the box, K-Bay. But yeah, shout out to y'all for listening. We greatly appreciate it. Listening. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, if you didn't get to write down any of the her Instagrams and stuff like that, just message me and I'll send you straight to her. Bring me back some ribs. This food. Hold on, let me get it for y'all. Y'all, this food. This food is so.
You can take it home.
This food is so good. The food is so good, y'all. I'm not playing. But shout out to y'all. Collard greens. Hold on. We got some yams.
Some lemonade.
Some mustard sauce.
Some iced tea. I also have another sauce that is not out yet. We're not selling it yet.
But it's good.
I just brought that for you to put on your ribs.
No, I love it. I love this sauce too. But when you go and you buy food, you ask for the red sauce also. Yes. All right. You turn up. Thank y'all for listening. I love y'all each and every Sunday. Gurrltalk. Check us out. Yeah, that's it.
Peace out.